Guys, we are in Bali and we do have some fans all over the world, okay? And we do have a message for someone special in the studio. Would you like to say?
Kondoncuk.
I think you did it.
It's now for another episode of Break It Even. We're amateurs, stay amateurs. You know who your host is. It's your boy Haas with my amateur buddies, Amateur Chef, and our special guest, the Full Ponte. And that is Con. How you doing, Con?
Good, very good.
Excited to be here?
Very excited.
We couldn't get Duong today because he's
He's in Bali, mate.
He's in Bali, so he's living the high life. So we'll probably get him back next week or the week after.
Yeah, back next week.
If they check his Supercoach scores, they'll probably throw him out.
That's very good. That's very good. We see you go for the doggies. Give us a bit of a background of yourself and how'd you join the comp?
Well, I heard you guys talking a lot of smack for a long time when I used to run poker at Shugam. And I said to Duong, get me in. And finally, there was a spot for me. The year after, I got shafted and I got kicked out. So I was out of the comp for about 3 years. And then I actually messaged Duong last year and said, the league's expanded, you can do 20 now. And he goes, all right, you're in. Bang, straight in. So as everyone knows, I was leading by a long way last year and
Does everyone know that? So what happened? Refresh.
Well,
your memory.
I still maintain I didn't really choke. I didn't know. I didn't know the prize for overall points at the start. And then when someone said Con's home,
Good save.
then I looked and I was like, wow, I want to finish on top. Even in all my leagues, I was like 4 games clear of top 4, and I still had 10 trades in the bank with like 5 weeks left. I could have just sat on it, but I kept pushing to try and I did some stupid stuff like. After Nat Nui came back in, I brought him in the second week and he got injured, which I should have expected. But you go for glory. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. How you guys been, Chef? How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah, good. Not a great start to my season. But you know what? It's very early. It's a marathon, not a sprint, as they say. So
Turtle wins the last race.
That's it. I'll be exhausting all three trades again this week using my boost.
Oh, so you're boosting this week?
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I've got bulletproof monk this week, big winger. So be my first win. So watch out for them. Big W coming up, mate.
Nice, nice. All right, guys. Well, let's get straight into the video. All right, so let's get into the league, which is Con Don't Choke. Starting off with the first game, Uncle Toby's beating Shed Soldiers. Chev, do you want to discuss this?
Chef Shambles, more like it. But yeah, look, couple of things went okay for me. I brought in LDU, Luke Davis-Uniacke, as one of my primos, and I think about 30 seconds before the game started, I reversed him after finding out he was out. So that worked out well, but other things went wrong. Tanner Bruin. If you ask me why I've kept him for that long, but I had to keep him in because I had issues with other players in the team. But he's out now finally. But yeah, look, it's a tough start, mate. But long way to go, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll keep going.
Previous seasons, you haven't been having to start like this, like Geelong as well. So I think you probably will turn it around. It's just you just need to get those trades right.
Yeah, look, I think I was telling Con off air earlier. My strategy has changed a little bit this year. Usually, I'll go 4 primos in midfield or 5. This year with all the mid prices, it's really just stuck me around. I think I went 3 primos and not even. I think I went 2 primos and then 3 mid prices in the mid. Backline's really weak. So, but unlike other years, this year I've got a bank, so I'll have to utilise that the next few weeks, and I'll be back. Don't worry, I'll be back.
All right, good luck.
See.
Good luck, you. All right, next game. Flying Panda 2178, winning Bulletproof Monk Hung to 2139. Next game, Keith, which is Bontosaurus, winning 2199 to 2080 for your team. So, Jung, come on, mate. You got to pick these games up, mate. Need the win. Next one, Craig, who is coming second, winning with 2172 to Dangerous Dave, one of our newcomers, with 2140. He lost. All right, Teal Shingunas won with 2044 to Fullerville Trevor, 1950. This one's a really interesting one. Michael Fong, 2098, winning. The Full Monty, 2025.
Yeah, not the best game for me. Levels the ledger on the leaderboard, 1-1-1. But I was really whacked around by LDU being a laid out. I knew in advance with like 5 minutes to spare, but I couldn't change it. The app just crashed.
Oh.
I wanted to swap to put Phillips on field. He would have scored, I think, 75 or 80 points.
Yeah.
In the end, I had Chesser, who luckily West Coast got all the injuries, and he ended up scoring 42, which was a bit of damage limitation. But I was the same, too many underperforming premiums and mid prices. So, yeah, back to the drawing board.
You didn't have Baker as your emergency?
I did,
Yeah.
but I already had
Oh, Hopper.
Hopper.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
okay.
was prepared for that, but I wasn't prepared for LDU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you won any games this
I
season?
won the first one.
You won the first
So,
one
yeah.
and the second one. Okay.
Not panic stations yet.
No, not at all. It's a long game. It's a
Mm.
long game. All right, next game. Glenn, the Mayblooms, winning with 2190 against Duong. Avenue FC, who scored 2049. Ty, the Nailman, losing with a good score as well, mind you, 2150, and he's lost to Bolt Hero Moose, who's been missing for a few weeks. Wonder where he's still hiding, with 2204. So congrats to you, Moose. Good win, mate. My team, Huss Jebedali, 2190 against our producer, Darth Vader, Vish, with 2126. And mind you, it was only a 60.2 win. Sorry, 64. I was very nervous because I captained Sean Darcy as a troll.
Brave.
And the troll turned around as Vish, our producer, had him as captain. So I'm just sitting there on Sunday, just sweat after sweat after sweat off my forehead. And he's on 89 at halftime, and I'm sitting there like, oh, you did this to yourself. You kind of deserve this loss. And then he just slowed down the second half. So get up it. Yeah.
I think Oscar Allen saved you.
Oscar Allen as well. What was it? 4 goals too? Yeah, he was on 70 at quarter time.
Quarter time, we ended up at 80.
Yeah, no, he ended up on 97. So it is completely ridiculous. I'll give Oscar Allen another week because I really wanted to trade him this week.
You gotta keep
But he deserves my respect. So Oscar Allen, if you've seen me, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, last game, just above you, Sooty, losing. What a surprise. 2 losses in a row. He scored 21-28. He lost to Deaf and Taxes Alex to 21-84. And what a round it has been, huh, guys?
Yeah, crazy round. Very close games there. Did you mention Sooty losing again?
Yes, I did. So that's 2 losses in a row.
Another 3 trades this week, Sooty? Yeah, that's right.
He'll definitely be boosting. Definitely. He'll try to fix his team up. All right, so let's discuss possible trades this week, guys. I'm on 30 trades with trading once this week. I'm going to move Finn Callahan. His break-even's 6, and he's only been averaging 35 to the 50s. It's just not what we expect to see as Supercoach coaches, and I think it's time for him to go. I had a bit of cash in the bank, and I'll be picking up a sneaky player in Cozzy Pickett this week. So this could be a troll. Could have to make another apology video. You just have to
This is
wait.
John Newcomb 2.0 coming
He's-
up, guys.
Yes, you have to wait for the next
Because he's not
episode.
going to do it. He's going to back out, as usual. And we're going to be giving him
I
crap.
guarantee you, Cozzy Pickett will not be in his side when he's reviewing his
it's
game
like-
next
Look,
week.
if he gets named, he'll definitely be in my side. I ain't trolling. Yeah,
If
you
he
can
gets
see it in my
named,
eyes. I'm
How
not
many
trolling.
percent of teams have Cozzy Pickett in Australia?
It can't be one.
We
It
can
can't
look
even
it
be one.
up.
It can't
What
even
if
be
you-
one.
What if
Let's
you
have a
guys want to
look,
look it
let's have a
up?
look.
But yeah, I'll only be doing one trade. I boosted last week, so I did the free trades last week. I picked up Setterfield, Nick Dacos, and there was one more player. Oh yeah, Chandler from the Melbourne Demons.
Wow, 2%.
2%?
4,025.
We'll make that 2.1% because that's going to be my winner for.
4,026 this week.
They're
Yeah.
all demon supporters.
Yeah, 100%, surely.
So my team's pretty structured. The only issue I have maybe for my team would probably be Doherty, but it's nothing to be worried about. Give him another 2 to 3 weeks. If he starts to perform mid to low 80s, then I'll be concerned and prepared to move him on. How about you guys, Con? Trades this week?
Yeah, Darcy Cameron's got to go. Unfortunate. He started the year well.
Darcy.
Would have liked another 100,000 out of him, which he was going to do easily. Now I've burnt through a few trades as well, so I mean the options you could probably go to Grundy, but I don't think he's long term once Max Gawn comes back. So I'll probably go to Tim English. I've got the cash in the bank. Jump on now while he's still relatively cheap.
So don't forget.
Didn't forget. That's what I was about to mention. Yep. So just the one trade, or
I'll probably. I mean, I need to improve my scores. So just looking, I think Callahan's bugging me as well. And I've probably got the cash in the bank to get rid of a defensive rookie, but I want to sit on the cash generation for a little bit more. Maybe Fergus Green or Campbell Chesser, but all the West Coast injuries now, Chesser might get a bit more of a run.
No, Chester's injured too, mate.
He's injured as well.
Yeah, Chester's injured.
Oh.
Yeah, I think his knee.
Maybe he'll get the flick and I'll bring in another player there.
how about you, Chef?
Yeah, definite 3 trades this week.
The boost is real.
So boost is full motion. Yeah, Finn Callahan's going. Just looks very ordinary. Like I don't know, with Kelly back and sort of midfield, Ash going into midfield, his limited time and getting centre bounce attendances is just non-existent. So
It's funny though, like the first week he did well, even with all those players in.
yeah,
It's more that injury. He copped a knock as well. I don't think he's been able to push through it, unfortunately.
yeah, that's right. And they rotate a lot. Like they've got a lot of runners. So Cornelio, like they're all sort of chop and change forward, back, midfield. But yeah, he's going. He's definitely going. I'm going to upgrade him to probably LDU, who I had last week and I reversed, so he's coming back in. Tanner Brute, still got him on my team. Tanner the Spanner. He's going this week. I'll tell you right now, I've kept him for a couple of weeks, but he's definitely going. I'll probably look at downgrading him to maybe a Chandler or Van Roon, you know what I mean? So I know Chandler, went up in value, but he's still 200. I think his job security is really good. He'll score well, so that's a good option. I'll make 100k there. And then, the back line, like Constable getting out, like really, put a spanner into works for me in the back line. So maybe Chesser, downgrade him or upgrade. Maybe Elliot Yeo coming in this week. So, if he gets named, potential Smoky, I'll bring him in.
Anyone tempted by Jack Buckley?
Yeah.
He's made 70,000, but I think he's only at 270.
270.
Oh, so
Back-to-back hundreds, 99.99. It's a very tempting price if he can stay in that back line, and I'd be very tempted.
And I looked at his stats last week. I think he had 12 possessions and 4 marks. So I think probably all those marks have been contested.
He doesn't need.
So yeah,
He doesn't need high possessions to score, which is good. Thomas Stewart. Never pick him again.
Yeah, well, let's hope he has a couple of bad games, drops in cash.
Yeah. 106. What is 165 did he score?
Yeah, 165. That's what he does, man.
all right, no dramas. Well, let's head into the VCs and captain options for this week. What are you guys thinking of VCing and captaining this week? So the first game's tomorrow night, which is Lions versus Collingwood. Anyone option?
I'll probably vice captain Nick Dacos again.
Yeah.
He's averaging 129, which is the highest in my side at the moment. I don't have Oliver or Laird to fall back on, so I mean, I think up there the Gabba, he should get a few possessions. Hopefully the weather's nice. The wet weather impacted his score a little bit last week, so that's probably where I'm leaning for a vice captain.
Jeff?
I've got my eyes set on the Friday game as my vice, LDU against Carlton. A little bit concerned with Curnow, maybe going to him, Ed Curnow, but
He'll definitely give him a touch-up.
That's what I was worried about.
yeah, but I'll back him. I think Carlton. I don't think he's tagged this year, so you know, I don't think Vossi sort of goes down that path. But yeah, I'll put him in, and I got led against Freo at that oval. You know,
Fullback. Yeah.
he's got to have a big game, I reckon. So
All right, for myself, I'm going to leave my VCs and Cs on Saturday. I'm going to pick Laird for a smoky VC against Fremantle. I think he can get 120 plus. If he gets me 120, I'll definitely lock that in. If not, I'm going to have to go to the training drill and put it on Clayton Oliver. I'm sure we'll see Jung there as well, just holding the cones as Clayton Oliver just goes through him. So I reckon he'll smack him and probably score 140 plus.
well, I know one thing for sure. Jung's going to be putting Grundy as captain against West Coast, against his beloved West Coast. So, yeah, no, I think Oliver's a good option.
Yeah.
I'm really disappointed in myself in not getting him. I always get Oliver in every season. So, and yeah, just another.
I think Tim English might be a captain option for me trading in.
Big, great one, I
trading
reckon. Yeah.
Against Nankervis.
Big Nank. Big Nank's been doing well too.
Yeah,
At the
surprised.
MCG though, English has got a really good tank. He'll run up and down.
Yeah.
A few defensive marks. So yeah, that's
I saw the round one clash with Melbourne, and yeah, he was up against Grundy and Gorn, and he smoked him for like a 140.
I think though with Nank, you got to remember he's a rough, dirty, you know, like ruckman. He'll make English earn every single disposal, every hit out. You know, he'll put his knee in his gut, and you know what I mean. So, but you're right. He hasn't got the tank to go with English. So if English can just ride him off his feet, who's their backup ruckman?
they got that
Samson
Samson
Ryan?
Ryan in the
Yeah,
forward line. I
so,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Does he get another week? Because he got sub last week as well.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That might have been a tactical sub though.
Yeah,
Bring
that's
some
right.
legs in. So
I think yeah, you're right. All right, let's run with our last segment. Tips for this week, for the Easter week. Lions or Collingwood? So, who do you reckon?
I want to tip Brisbane at the Gabba, but I can't not tip Collingwood because everyone should be tipping Collingwood. They're just in scintillating form for me. So
Sure.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, Brisbane looked really good against Melbourne until the lights went off.
They couldn't see the ball.
Yeah. So that break really, yeah, I don't know what happened. That you know, Melbourne almost won that game, you know, with 12 minutes. But I'll back them at home.
All right, and I'll back the Pies again. So I think there'll be a hot start. Next game, North Melbourne and the Baggers. I'll start us off with the Baggers, of course. Come on,
going out on a limb there,
why is that?
it's going to be a bloodbath. No Ben Mackay coming in. Griffin Logue has single-handedly held up the defence, as Shiv will know, being a North supporter. I would be looking for Harry and Charlie to kick 5 goals each.
Wow, 10 goals.
It's going to be brutal, I think. I wouldn't like to be watching that game. So
Chef?
I'll be watching the game. I don't know if I'll be liking it, but yeah, no, look, it's going to be tough. Aiden Core's going to play tall. Callum Dawson probably come in. So it's, yeah, those two towers really, really worry me. So, but you never know. I think midfield wise, I think we'll do all right. Ruck, I think we've got an advantage with Goldie. But yeah, defense is really, really concerning. What was the odds, did you say, for
100 points, 100 points, cheeky bet, $51 for Carson.
Wow. Gamble responsibly.
Don't do it.
guys.
Don't do it.
Gamble responsibly.
Under the roof.
Next game, the Crows at home against Freo. This one's a tough one.
Very interesting game. I like Adelaide at home, and Freo have been in poor form.
Yeah, no, really good. Rankin, oh mate, what a pickup!
What a start.
What a play.
pickup.
Yeah,
So
good trade off.
yeah, at home, Laird can have a big one. Yeah, let's back the
That's
Crows.
Rankin's the pure definition of a player that, if Supercoach wasn't stats based, you'd have him in your side every
100%,
week.
yeah.
It's just he's a match winner.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be picking the Crows as well. This one's very tough. The Tigers versus the Dogs. My heart says the Dogs, but my head says Richmond. So I'm going to back my heart this time. And I'm going the Doggies.
Doggies, man, what do you reckon?
Bit of background. I've gone into the Richmond Bulldogs game at the MCG the last 3 years thinking we were going to bury Richmond, and they've always belted us at the G. So this time I'm going in thinking they're going to murder us, hoping it swaps around and we
Reverse
have
psychology.
reversal.
Yeah, look, big game, man, for Bevo. Hopper, Martin coming in. So Richmond, How'd they go last week?
Lost.
They lost him. Oh,
To Collingwood.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, and
They'll
they
be-
played all right.
Hmm.
So it'll be tough. I'll back the Tigers. Tiger Army.
There we go. The undefeated Saints against the Suns. This one's probably a no-brainer for me. I'm going St Kilda.
I'd tip St Kilda as well. You can't not tip them, but I'd be looking for Gold Coast to run it a lot closer than people would be
Yeah.
expecting.
Only because it's a Marvel. Like Gold Coast, they played well against Geelong. You know, Geelong not in form, but they played well. So don't write them off.
The Swans at home against Port. What are we thinking?
I'm tipping Sydney.
I'm hoping Sydney stuff you Port,
I'm going Sydney as well.
stuff Port, stuff Horn Francis.
Hopefully, Willie Rioli kicks 5 or 6 goals, but
That would be great, wouldn't it?
Ex-West Coast legend, Willie Real.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. I reckon Sydney will bury him.
Yep.
And you know what? I'll
yeah.
make a big call on this podcast. I reckon the first coach to get the sack this year will be Ken Hinkley.
Ooh, there you
Heard
go.
it here first.
Oh,
I won't say which round, but
look,
if he loses this week,
I've got a bit of
Very
an
close.
apology to make as well while we're talking about coaches. Bevo, I talked a bit of smack about you last week, man. Just want to apologise. Good win last week on Thursday, and I was proud to be there and see you guys get up. That was really good. No, that was a really good win.
good
that's
apology.
poor journalism by you, mate.
Well, I'm an amateur journalist, you know. I've got to start somewhere, and yeah, Daisy's secured her role, so I can pick that up as well. So, bit of a letdown, but you know, I'm sure that next season, you know, be applying everywhere, thick and through. All right, the Bombers at Marvel against the Giants.
Oh, who's going to watch that game?
This is my first upset tip of the round.
Ooh.
GWS to get it done.
Yeah,
That's a
Bombers
fest, mate.
have not beaten anyone, and they didn't look very good against St Kilda. I mean, they showed flashes, but I think GWS overpowers them in the midfield, and that's where the game was won and lost, I think.
yeah.
Don't care. Stuff the Bombers.
No comment.
Stuff the Giants.
Move
But
on,
shit,
move on.
Look, I'd like to say GWS as well, but I think the Bombers will get the job done. You know, they've got the what's that guy's name? Setterfield, so ex-Carlton boy. Yeah. Kickman's portions.
Got him in last week, so
Yeah,
yeah,
same.
he's hope he gets
I think he'll be the outstand for them. I think he'll just get them coasted out. Well, the training drill, West Coast or Melbourne?
Yeah, second 100-point game. I think Melbourne will,
yeah,
it's
I
not
think
going to be pretty.
it'll be one-way traffic there.
Yeah.
Yep, Melbourne. Well, this one, I feel like this is going to be another upset. The Cats at the G versus Hawthorn, and I'm going to pick this one as my upset round. I'm going Hawthorn.
Who would have thought the Easter Monday game, the blockbuster of how many seasons, is between 18th and 17th on the ladder? How good is that?
That's
For
great.
someone that doesn't support either side,
That's great.
how good is it?
Yeah,
It's been a long time.
I think this is where Geelong has to get on the board. I think I've got the sense Hawthorn might be
Yeah.
tanking a little bit this year. I don't think they want to win this game. I mean, they would, but Geelong will get it done, I think.
yeah, Cats big win.
Cats win. All right, so do.
We'll recharge this season.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, well, guys, that said, I think we've covered everything that we wanted to in this episode. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and don't forget to hit the notification button for more content. And we'll leave it there. Thanks, guys.
have an happy Easter.
Yeah, enjoy your Easter. Thank you. Bye-bye.